Previously on Flipping Fantastic, the concrete slabs for the 2 new additions were poured. Lance and Victor discussed structural and framing work, and I gave a tour of all the exciting updates to the Weaver project. Hi there, welcome to Weaver Drive. I'm Diane Stember-Richards.
And I'm Lance Brown.
We take aging homes with tons of character and soul and we bring them back to life. We call it Flipping Fantastic. Welcome back to Weaver. We have tons to show you. First is Lucy.
Hi.
So take a look over here. This is actually our new addition. We wanted to change this house from a 3-bedroom to a 4th bedroom, and we had the space here. It was sort of an underused spot in the front yard and part of the driveway, which was really wide. And so we took advantage of it, and it's working out so far, so good. Hey Lance, you want to come on over?
Hello.
Let's tell everyone what's been going on over here. You want to start with the siding?
Absolutely. So we just almost completed all the siding projects. We had to have custom-made redwood siding to match the existing siding, and Victor and his crew are almost done with it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then it'll be painted.
Then it'll be painted.
I almost wish we didn't have to paint it because
I
it's
know.
so beautiful, but it
Well-
needs to match the rest of the house, so.
You know, the house originally was varnished.
No, I know.
To show off
That must have
mahogany.
been amazing.
It must have been amazing. But unfortunately, we couldn't get mahogany siding, and even if we could get it, it'd
be
probably
expensive.
Very, very expensive. This, as it was pretty expensive.
So what else is going on? So we are finishing drywall.
Tons of stuff's going on. So we've had our rough inspections for electrical and plumbing and framing. All that's been passed off so to allow us to close off the walls. Sheetrock went up last week. They're in the midst of taping and topping. My contractor Victor is working on putting in doors and windows, and the siding, of course, will be weather tight by the end of the week.
All right, and then next week we can start countertops for the bathrooms and then tile
So yeah.
and then cabinets.
So he's gonna do, your stone guy is gonna do the tops of the bathtubs where it intersects with the tile.
Right.
So Mike, the tile guy, can come in and in fact, today he just floated the pans. He can come in and start putting tile on the walls, and once that stone's in place, and then tile floors can go in at the same time.
This is all the fun stuff that's starting to happen,
Yes.
stuff I like.
Yeah, we're just now turning the corner towards finishes.
Right.
So our egress windows are on the way. Our patio door windows should be here next week.
Awesome.
So yeah, we'll be, like I said, weather tight.
Come on around the corner and see the new addition. So take a look. We have a big window here that matches the other windows in the bedrooms, and then we created this clear story window, which is very mid-century modern and is in keeping with the rest of the windows in the house. So this is going to add a lot of value to the house. So we're really excited. Come on in to the common bath. So here is our common bath, meaning the bathroom that all the guests will use. And we basically kept this space intact, but we have kind of gutted it and changed all the elements. So the toilet's going to stay in the same place. Right where I'm standing right here will be a floating vanity and a mirror here. And then as you can see, we've put the tub in. And we've created a box here, and what's gonna happen here is that we're gonna put granite all the way along the top of it and cut a hole for the tub, so it'll be really nice and clean and modern. And then this whole area here, these 2 gray walls will be covered in a tile that's gonna be really vertical and really modern, and I'll show you a sample of that in a minute. Hey there, so we are here with Bill from Homeworks Flooring, who is just the master, and this is Buddy. And this is his gorgeous pit bull that I'm just completely in love with. And this right here is Moose. And Moose is our foster puppy. So we're hoping that you're going to see a lot more of him in the coming days. But look at this. Is this just a match made in heaven?
So we have a lot of progress since the last time we were on camera. I mean, we're all framed out. All the rough plumbing's in, sheetrock's up, all the electrical's in, obviously. HVAC, all the ducting and stuff is in place. We're primered and ceilings are painted. Even lighting's going in on the ceilings. Both the additions are done, yeah, they're done. The roof is complete, the gutters are on.
And the master bedroom expansion is right behind us.
That's right. And the painters are inside. They're actually
No
working on it.
way.
Yeah, I know.
I've been asking Lance about the painters since I think the first week of the project, and every time he's like, painting is the last thing. How many times do I need to tell you? Painting is the last thing.
So, and the patio doors are going in today, which are a big
So
step.
tell them about the patio doors, because those are those are the Cadillac of patio doors, right?
Yeah, I'd say they're the Ferrari of patio doors.
Maserati.
Ferrari, and not the cheap Maserati. We're talking the
high-end
high-end Maserati. So we did a lot of research on patio doors, and the courtyard here is a major focal point for the entertaining of the house. And so we decided to do what's called a glass panel door system. And what it is 3 glass sheets that butt together with a ceiling system so that there's no visible lines up and down.
Right.
Don't
you call them a glass curtain?
The glass curtain, that's the official name.
We've argued about what to call them because curtain sounds a little bit grandma, but Lance says that's what they're called.
So the glass curtains, when they're closed, there's no visual vertical lines. When they're open, they all fold up to one end. So you literally have an 8-foot wide opening.
That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, and you open the living room and the dining room at the same time. Imagine the traffic flow and people just walking inside and out. And
so this was Lance's thing from the very beginning. Like, we got to open these things up. So we've always talked about this being an inside-out living house, and that's just going to kind of make that come to life even more. Right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'll be able to walk right from the kitchen, right out to the new built-in barbecue over there. It's all ready for the stucco guys to put their finish on it.
Not ready for steak yet, though, right?
Not ready for steak, although we've ordered the barbecue and the gas line's in and approved.
We can start planning the barbecue.
Yeah, absolutely. As soon as we turn the gas back on.
Awesome.
Not too far from now.
So one thing I'm really excited about is the green wall. So take a look at this. We have framed out this wall, and this whole wall is going to be a vertical green wall with ferns and different colors and textures. You take 4-inch plants, and we're going to be putting them into these 4-inch fabric pockets. So here are the pockets. And basically what happens, it's not as easy as this, I'm sure, because I don't do any of the hard stuff, is the pockets sit here, and you just stick a 4-inch, pull it out of the pot and shove it in here and populate it, and the whole thing will be filled with greens. And then you won't see these black pockets if everything goes well. Hey, what are you doing?
Hey, sweetheart. I'm working on the built-in bar cabinet.
Oh.
Finally trimming it out. Looking really good.
Let's go see it.
Okay, come on.
All right.
So I don't know if you remember, but this was 2 of these cabinets here.
Yes.
Remember, it covered the whole wall? Mm-hmm. So we saved all the veneer, pre-varnished veneer in the house, and I was able to cut the cabinet in half and re-veneer the end and trim it out so that it looks like it's always been here. So now what I'm doing is I trim it, I put the top molding in, now I'm putting the side molding in down the side, this new little countertop, and then we'll trim around those edges.
It looks beautiful.
Thank you.
So let's show the viewers this, and we can remind them. So this, if you recall, was in a wall that was in the kitchen that doesn't exist anymore. But as you know, we love to reuse materials from the house, and this is like the crowning glory. So we sort of feel like it's, not only are we using this piece from the house, but it's got this total 60s vibe. So we're very happy about it.
It does, and I have to say so, it looks like it's always been.
I know.
Like, nobody would really know.
It's kind of silly that it wasn't.
And
Maybe we should have been a protege of Frank Lloyd Wright.
Maybe.
Or you should have. It was your idea.
Well, thank you.
All right, the countertop guys are here. Let's come in the kitchen and see what they're doing. This is our countertop going in. It's so exciting. It looks so beautiful, Sergio. Say hi to camera. This is Sergio. Sergio is our amazing countertop fabricator. This guy is like the real deal. The real deal. Hey, baby, you got to come over here. They just installed the first quartz piece.
Oh my goodness, that looks great.
You like it?
Yeah, I love it. That looks fantastic. Do you like the overhang?
I do.
Yeah?
I think I do.
Is it enough?
Do you? Oh, it's definitely enough. It's definitely enough. And look at how he kind of softened these edges so you don't get cut as you walk by.
That'll be a.
You don't get impaled.
That won't be. That'll be a hip gouger.
Right. All right. So take a look at this. So this is, as you can see, this is sort of the kitchen utility door, and this was a big debate between Lance and I because I was like, "Do you really want to spend the money?" And he's like, "Yeah, I do." So anyway, this was one that you won on. But anyway, what we're thinking is this is kind of the area where you just put stuff. You know, you want to come in, you've got groceries, maybe you stick your groceries on the counter and you have your purse here and your keys, and we've created electrical back here so you can actually, once there's hardware, you can plug in your phones and iPads and stuff, laptops, and charge them right here so you can grab them when you're going out the door. So it's gonna be one of those things we hope that's like a delight object. Like you don't see it at first, but then you're like, oh, that's cool. So anyway, we're excited about that. It's so rad. I mean,
Looks really good.
Seriously, that looks incredible.
Talk about transformative, right?
Yeah, from plywood to quartz.
Instant finish.
From plywood to quartz in under an hour.
What, in under 2 minutes?
In under 2 minutes.
Took them longer to carry it in.
Oh my God, Sergio, you are just incredible.
Looks very good.
So this island is sort of the center point of not only the kitchen, but I think of the home. So we wanted this to be really big and really inviting. So it's like 4 feet by a little over 7 feet. And then we have an overhang for stools. So our goal here was to be able to sit right here and have this view of your friends cooking, the dining room, and then the outside. So there's somebody I want you to meet. It's a special person. This is Darcy Arena. And she is my very good friend and realtor. I wanted Darcy to tell you guys why she found this house for us, because she found this house for us.
I first walked into Weaver Drive and seeing the ceilings and the floors and the walls, just the whole space in itself. The first thought was Diane and Lance and what they could do with their amazing talent. Diane's vision is just the most incredible thing I've seen. Her and Lance, the things they put together, the creativity that goes behind every single tiny bit of detail. And I think it's gonna just probably be one of the most amazing properties I've ever had the chance to represent. And
Thank you. We're very excited. We are getting close to market. So we have about, I don't know, 4 weeks or so till we need to start really wrapping things up. Yeah, the countdown's beginning. So what we want to show you next is some of the marketing things that we're starting to talk about.
So Diane, I thought we'd take a look at, since we're getting closer to market time, I thought we'd take a look at some of the design ideas. Serena's got an amazing group of marketing gurus who
I love the stuff they do.
I know, I do too. I really do. It's one of the reasons that I made the choice.
It's actually one of the few design or realtor firms that actually has really great branding, which is a little shocking.
Yes, it is, and it's something why
one of the reasons you went.
I was absolutely.
Well, because you have good style, and you need to be with a real estate company that has a good style too, right?
I like that. Yeah.
So yeah, let's look. Are we going to start looking at flyers?
So yeah, so I thought we'd take a look at the flyers. There's a lot of different choices here in fabrication of different elements.
Can you click on these? I kind of like that. So what could be kind of cool is if with the renders that we worked on, if we did the big one here, and then we could do two or three smaller ones here.
So I'm going to show you something that I think you're going to like with the renderings that you sent me.
Oh, it's perfect.
Do you like it?
I do like it. I do like it.
Really captures
It's
the
super
image,
simple.
very simple, crisp, and clean.
But you know what's even cool is like the green Sereno green kind of even works with the rendering. So I
like
think
it.
it'll be good branding for Sereno and for spruce and pine. Let's follow Bill in and look at what we're doing with flooring. So for flooring at Weaver, we were thinking about concrete and we were thinking about wood and we wanted something modern, we wanted something reclaimable. Concrete, as much as I love it, was going to be cold and heavy and really expensive. So we found this material, which is actually cork, and it comes in all kinds of colors, and this one has a nice gray, kind of slightly satin finish to it. So we felt like we were getting the benefits of the kind of modern concrete look, but yet we have this really amazing reclaimed material. So you can see the back of it is actually cork, and this has sort of a coating on it, right? So let's talk about design, because that's my favorite part, right?
Well, that is your part.
We have been making a lot of decisions. In fact, most of the decisions were made before we even really, well, actually, soon after we got the house.
Yeah.
So let's start with tile. There's a lot of tile in this house. There is 3 bathrooms and a large kitchen, all of which have a wall of tile. So we had to make a lot of tile decisions, and I'm a Libra, so I'm not a great decision maker. But one thing that was really simple is we wanted to stay really white in this whole house. So all the tile, I think all the wall tile is white.
It is.
And actually all the wall tile, not only is it all white, it's all a version of a subway tile, which is the just real simple rectangular shape. Some are skinnier, some are normal, and some are bigger, but they're all very simple. And then how we chose to lay them down are all really different. So in the common bath, we did a really cool vertical 60, is this kind of 60s? 50s, 60s? Yeah. Skinny 2x8s that are vertical, and they're stacked. It's very kind of Heath tile-esque. And then we did more vertical tile, right, in the checkerboard.
We did, and that was done in a running bond.
Running bond, which is the more traditional one. And then we did a large, like 4x16 in the master, and like a huge tile. And it actually looks really huge in the store, but then you get it into the bathroom and it
What's a big bathroom?
Kind of normal.
Yeah.
It works, right?
I think it works.
So let's go show you the bathrooms and the tile. So I want to show you guys the common bath. So this was kind of a big deal room for me because this is the room that all of the guests will use this bathroom. All the people viewing in the open house will probably use this bathroom. And it's one of the first things you see when you come through the front door. So I really wanted it to have some punch. It's not done yet, but you can start to see where it's going. Come on in. So this is my new favorite tile. And this is a 2x8 white matte. I wish you could feel it. It has such good, I don't know, feel. I really like this because it was kind of reminiscent of kind of the 50s, 60s. They used kind of a lot of tiles like this. And come see how we laid it out. Come on in, Moose. So this is not a traditional way to set tile. Usually the tile is set in a running bond manner, which is kind of more staggered. And here we're doing it really blocky, really symmetrical, and I couldn't decide whether to do it horizontal or vertical, but I think I ended up being able to find end pieces for the vertical, so that made my decision. And then if you look at the bathtub, we wrapped it in this really groovy quartz that has little sparkles. I'm not sure if the camera's picking them up, but super retro. And we did an overlaid tub. So we set the tub and then we have the quartz over it, and then this vertical piece, which they're calling a waterfall. You're starting to see this a lot in kitchens. It's kind of a popular way to do things, but I hadn't seen it a lot with a bathtub. And then come around here, and this is kind of interesting. We were trying to figure out what to do with this space, and so we decided to kind of make it a bench. So this is gonna be a great place to sit and tie your shoes or have kids' clothes there, getting ready in the morning. So. And then one of my other favorite pieces about this bathroom is this tile. So let me try to pull this up for you. So remember we talked about the gray cork that we're using throughout the floor. Here's the gray cork. And as you can see, oh, there's Moose. The two are really similar in color. So while we couldn't have the cork in the bathroom because, you know, bathrooms get really wet, we wanted something that really felt monochromatic. So I'm really, really happy with this choice. So this is actually a new bathroom. We took a piece of the old master and incorporated it to become its own bathroom. So in here, this is the traditional subway tile. So you can see the 3x6, and this is the running bond. Running bond meaning it's kind of staggered. This is a really traditional tile. It's a traditional way to lay tile, but we turned it on its side and made it vertical just to give it a little bit of a modern edge. Welcome to the master suite. It's been a while since you've seen it. So we are finishing cork installation on the floors, and we're gonna have cork throughout the house, so it's gonna be really uniform and consistent and modern and cozy and feel good. So come on in. So we are now in the master bedroom, and the last time you saw this, I think it was a lot smaller. It was, what do we have?
We added about 7.5 feet to the west.
Yeah, so, I mean, we're out here now. Oh, I'm sorry, Pop. I think it was like somewhere like this, right?
Yeah, a little bit right in here.
It was a tiny room.
It was wide but narrow.
Yeah, and what was strange is that the window faced out to the courtyard, and this was solid. And so it just made sense to us because there's this gorgeous canyon back here, which you can't see because it's covered in plastic, but we kind of reoriented the room, right? So that the view's out this way.
Well, I think when 55, when the house was developed, there was no view. It was a view over the gulch to the houses on the other side, because those houses were already there.
Right.
So they didn't want to look at those houses, so they blocked it off.
But it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So
absolutely,
we put
yeah,
windows
the view is
here,
fantastic.
and we have a French door here, and this will eventually be what we're calling the Japanese garden, the nude sunbathing garden. And we're gonna make this really kind of quiet and make it sort of the master private sun relaxing deck, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is the private garden. It's not tied to the rest of the public spaces.
Right.
We'll have some maples, trees out here, and some nice pavers. And
It'll look good.
yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's look at the master bathroom. So this is the master suite. We're really excited about this room. It's a big, nice space. We did the same thing we did with the common bath. We did, this is a T for 2 tub, so it's a really nice sized tub. T for 2 meaning 2 people can be in it. And we've undermounted it, so sort of like a kitchen sink when you undermount with the counter on top. We did the same thing here with the waterfall front. And then this is gonna be enclosed in glass. So this is the large tile I was talking about. It's, like I said, it's 4x16, but somehow because this room's so big, it really makes sense. And as you can see, we have the clear story window, so we have this kind of consistent clear story window theme throughout, which is one of my favorite things. So we designed these vertical windows for maximizing the amount of light that will come into the master. And not only that, down below here, doesn't look like anything yet, but it's going to be a water feature with big black, those big Mexican pebbles. And so the water feature not only will provide visual stimulation from whether you're taking a bathtub and walking into the bathroom, but you'll also hear it. So it will provide this nice calm. It's one of the reasons we're calling it the Japanese, you know, master garden. So we're at American Soil Products in Richmond, California, right across the bridge from San Francisco. And we are here to look at soil and stone. And I have my dog Moose and I have my measuring tape, and we're gonna go look at boulders and water features and pebbles. So I think these are the basalt water features that I heard about. And these are basalt stones that have been kind of texturized and sculpted, and they have a hole through them so the water can kind of come up and spill over. So we're gonna try to figure out what we are gonna get. So check this out. So this is a basalt stone, but they've actually made the edges all nice and smooth and carved out the center of it. It might be a little small though. Let's see. What are we at? So this is 18 inches, and we're looking for something that's closer to 2 feet. Shoot. I was hoping maybe we'll go talk to someone, see if they have more, see what our options are. We're trying to get it so it kind of peeks over the window so you can see it when you walk into the bathroom. So there's none that are taller than these. These are it. Is there anything similar that you have? And how long does that take?
About
5
5 weeks.
weeks, okay. Moose is drinking the water. So this is 18 inches. Come here, Moosey. They're all 18 inches. Maybe basalt rock only comes in 18 inches. That's a very attractive water bowl. That's all?
Yes.
Okay. Will you show me?
Está por aquí, dice.
Because the one I saw over there is 18 inches too. Pebbles, pebbles, and more pebbles. They have bins of pebbles. I love these. So this is the Mexican pebble that we're looking at. It doesn't really look like a pebble. It looks like a rock. But this is sort of what I'm looking for the beds right in front of the front door. It's just got a really kind of slick, modern feel, and it will look really beautiful with the style we're going for. This is not good for a Libra, who is a bad decision maker. It's way too many decisions. Yeah, these are very cool. Yeah, see, I just need 2 feet. I just need like this guy. So you don't have any of those drilled ones coming, the hexagonal ones. You have all the ones that are 18 inches tall. Do you have any more of those coming? You're going to be tired out after this, huh? You like it in the rock place. You like it here. Moose, you have your bottom to the camera. So we had a semi-successful trip to American Soil Products. There's too many decisions to make, and so I'm gonna keep wandering around here with Moose. Oh my gosh, check these out. Where were these the whole time? Do you think they just put these out? I think this is exactly what we're looking for. Let's get the handy dandy measuring tape out. Bing, 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 bing. 2 feet. I think we have ourselves a winner. So happy. This is awesome. So we're all set here. This here is our guy, and we're gonna get this paid for and get this loaded up and head back to Weaver. Next time on Flipping Fantastic, basalt rock comes home to Weaver. The final push for completion is on, but a couple disasters strike. And Moose and I go on another field trip, this time to Jayco's Art House to find artwork for Weaver.